Hello everyone, myself Kunal, and today we'll be solving our problem of the day. And the name of the question is make array elements unique. Let's read the problem statement firstly. Given an array ARR, your task is to find the minimum number of increment operations required to make all the elements of the array unique. No value in the array should occur more than once. In one operation, a value can increment it by one only. In the question, we have given an array. We have to make all the elements of the array unique. Like there will be no multiple occurrence of any element. What we can do, we can perform increment operation, and we have to find the minimum number of increment operations that we have to perform to make all the elements unique. Let's see with the help of this example. So here we have our array 1 1 2 3. Our 1 is appearing twice, so we have to increment it such that all the elements becomes unique. So here we have 1 1 2 3. If we increment it once, it will become 2, but 2 is already in our array, so we will increment it once more. Now it is 3, but 3 is also in our array, so we will increment it once more. Now it will become 4, and 4 is not present in our array. So how many times we have incremented it? 1 2 3. So our answer will be 3. So the total number of increments we have performed are 3 to make all the elements unique. This also the problem statement is saying. Now let's understand how can we solve this problem. So the first approach that comes to our mind is, as we are talking about distinct elements, right? We have to make all the elements distinct. So first thing we think of is we can use set. We can put all the elements in the set, and we will be checking whether they have occurred previously or not. If they have occurred previously, then we will be incrementing them, or if they haven't occurred previously, then we will be normally inserting them in our set. So let's understand how can we do this with the help of set. Here we have an empty set, and we will be traversing our array like from 0 to n-1, and we will be pushing all the elements like 1. Initially our set is empty, so we will push 1. Now we have 2. We will check whether 2 has occurred previously in our set or not. No, it is not, so we will push 2. Now we have 1. We will check whether 1 has occurred previously in our set or not. Yes, it is present in our set. Now we will increment our 1, and while incrementing our current number, we will be creating a variable like we say answer, and we will be storing the number of increments we have performed up to now. Like we have 1 here. Now we will increment our 1. 1 has become 2. Now we will check for 2 whether 2 has occurred previously in our set or not. Yes, it has occurred, so we will increment it once more. So it is now 3. Has 3 occurred in our set? No, 3 hasn't occurred in our set, so we will insert 3 in our set. We will move ahead. We have 4. Has 4 occurred previously in our set? No, 4 hasn't occurred, so we will insert 4 in our set. And while doing all this, we have incremented here our 1 by 2. We have updated 1 to 3, so we will be inserting 2, which is the number of increments. Now we will move ahead in our array. Here we have 4. We will check whether 4 has occurred previously in our set or not. Yes, it has occurred, so we will increment our 4. It will now become 5. Now we will insert it, and we will increment our answer as we have incremented our 4. Now we have 5. We will check whether 5 has occurred in our set or not. Yes, 5 is there in our set. Now what we will do, we will increment our 5, and we will increase our answer, and we will check for 6. No, there is no 6 in our set, so we will push 6 in our set. So we will move further. Now our loop has ended. This will be our final answer. So the minimum number of increments that we need to perform to make this array, to make all the elements of this array distinct, will be 4. So this was the basic approach which we think of, right? By using set, we will be performing 2 operations. We will be traversing this whole array, which will be taking O of n time complexity, and we will be finding each element in our set, and the find function for our set takes O of n time complexity too. So the total time complexity for this function will be O of n into n, which is O of n square, right? Because we are finding our each element in the whole set, so we will be finding n elements, which cost me n time complexity, right? So the total time complexity of this solution by using set will be O of n square, but we can surely optimize it. So now Let's jump to the optimal approach. Here we have one more example. Now let's understand the optimal approach with the help of this example. Here we have multiple repeating elements. So to find all the repeating elements that we have to change, what we can do? Firstly, we will sort this array so that all the repetition will become consecutive and it will be easier to find them. So we will be sort them in increasing order. Right here we will have 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5. So this sorted array will look like this. And now what we will be doing, as we have sorted this array, now if all the elements are distinct, but in this case they are not, but if they would be distinct, here each element, each array of I will be greater than array of I minus 1, as all the elements will be distinct and our array is in increasing order. So each array will be greater than their previous element. Now by using this principle, we will be traversing our array and we will be comparing each element with its previous element. So we will be running a loop from 1 to n and we will be comparing each element with its previous element. We will check whether it is greater than its previous element or not. If it is not greater than its previous element, then we will be making it one more than its previous element. So here we are starting with this one. It is greater than its previous element. No, it is not. So we will be making it 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? And while doing that, we will be incrementing our final answer. So we have incremented it by 1. Now we will move forward in our for loop. Now we have this one. Is this one greater than its previous element, which is now 2? No, it is not greater than. So we will be incrementing it 2 plus 1, which is 3. And now we will be moving ahead. We will be checking whether this 2 is greater than its previous element, which is this 3. No, it is not greater than. So we will be making it 2. We will be making it 3 plus 1, which is 4. Now we will be checking whether this 4 is greater than its previous element or not. No, it is not. So we will be incrementing it, making it 4 plus 1. Similarly, we will be doing this for this 5. We will be checking whether this 5 is greater than its previous element or not. So we will be making it 5 plus 1, which is 6. And while doing that, we will be incrementing our answer. So here we have incremented it once. Here we have incremented it twice. 1 plus 2. Here we have incremented it twice. 2. Here we have incremented it once. And this 5 we have incremented it once. So it will be 7. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. The final answer for this array will be 7. The minimum number of increments that we need to perform to make all the elements distinct will be 7. So that's what we have done. We have traversing our array and we are comparing each element with its previous element. If it is not greater than its previous element, then we are making it one more than its previous element, because that will be the smallest element that is not present in the previous array. So let's jump to the code. Let's see how the code will look like. So this is the code for this problem. Firstly, we have created our answer and we are creating an n for the size, and now we are sorting our array and we are running the loop from 1 to n, because we will be comparing with n minus 1. So we can't start with 0 and we are incrementing our answer. No, firstly we are checking if condition. If array of I is less than or equals to array of I minus 1, right? If array of I is not greater than array of I minus 1, then what we will do, we will be incrementing our answer, which will be equal to the difference between our current element and previous element, and it will be like plus 1 here, because what we will be doing, if we have 1 here and its previous element is 2, we will be making it 3, right? So how many times we have incremented it? We have incremented it 2 minus 1 plus 1 times, which is 2. So here in this array of I, we are making it array of I minus 1 plus 1. We are making it one more than its previous element, and at the end we are returning our answer, which will be storing our final answer, the minimum number of increments that we need to perform to make all the array elements unique. This was our today's problem of the day. I hope you all understood it. Thank you for watching.